We live, baby. Checking in with you. It is Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. I am your host, the man of the hour. Hopefully an hour. We'll see. But we here with the post-game reaction for the Panthers versus the Bears game. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling about this game? How are y'all feeling out there? I haven't been on Twitter today. I'll say that. I have not been on Twitter. So I don't really know how Panthers Twitter or the fan base or anything, haven't been any kind of comments. I haven't checked anything all day. You know, I wanted to stay to myself this time just because I don't know. I knew today was going to be a tough game, but I don't know, man. Mark checking in. What up, though? What up? Me. What up, though? You already know how it goes. Oh my goodness, I got this Packers and Buccaneers game on, and they done picked off Aaron Rodgers not once, but twice. Took one back to the crib. But that's neither here nor there. We were adding to this Bears and Panthers game because it was a tough watch. No lie, it was a tough watch just from a fan perspective. It was not a lot of action. Our Panthers offense struggled. Nick Foles, their offense pretty much struggled. But early on, you could see that what type of game it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? The pressure. There was only 2 sacks, but Teddy was under pressure a lot. I've never seen Teddy Bridgewater run this much in my life. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen Teddy run, 6 times, 48 yards? Teddy Bridgewater was almost the leading rusher. Mike Davis had 52 yards rushing, but Teddy Bridgewater was almost the leading rusher. You know what I'm saying? Panthers Rule 95, what up, though? Panthers Leopold, what up, though? Anthony Montgomery said learning experience that's going to come back and kick the Saints in the mouth. Listen, they could cancel the season. If we beat the Saints, they could cancel the season from there. I mean, because we'll beat the Falcons and the Saints. They can go ahead and cancel the season if we do that. The Buccaneers just took the lead. I'm watching the game. Sorry, guys. I got to pay attention to what's going on around the division. But y'all make sure y'all get the video thumbs up if you're in here, man, checking in. Let me know what you thought about the game, man. Let's talk about it. I got my gear. I'm suited and booted. Got my Panthers hat. How many times do you see the logo in my shot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got my notes here. I got the box score in front of me. Teddy Bridgewater's almost a leading rusher. It's not like we didn't give the ball to Mike Davis. Mike Davis had 18 attempts. But you could definitely tell that Mike Davis, that ankle was kind of bothering him. You know, he tweaked that ankle a little bit last week during the Falcons game, but still balled out. But today he tweaked it, and you could tell he wasn't running the same. You know what I'm saying? The injury did play a factor. Trent Cannon came in and made a couple plays out of the backfield and stuff, but you could definitely tell the difference when Mike Davis was 100% healthy and when he's not. You know what I'm saying? But we got more people rolling in here, man. Make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up and let me know what you thought about the game. When you slide through, give me a what up, though. We're going at it, man, talking about this game today. Madison Hamilton came in, said that DJ's got to be better. He dropped too many critical passes, one in the end zone. Like, bro, we ain't got enough luck to win and drop that many passes. This is true. Like, we don't have enough talent to make those mistakes. We've been winning these past few weeks by not making mistakes, not shooting ourselves in the foot, taking advantage of opportunities when they're there, not missing opportunities. Missing opportunities is the Ron Rivera Panthers. You know what I'm saying? That's his favorite phrase, missed opportunities. Missing opportunities is that. You know, DJ dropping passes. And when DJ dropping passes that hit him in the hip, DJ passes that hit him in the hands in the end zone. Teddy Bridgewater throwing it to the wrong shoulder when DJ Moore's wide open, so he can't secure that play. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. And just bad play calling. You're backed up on the 1 yard line. You drop back in shotgun and try to throw the ball on 3rd and long. Ball tip, pick. Like, that's not smart play calling. To me. I put that one on Joe Brady. That's not smart play calling. You know what I'm saying? This is a team that can make plays. Like, best case scenario, you may get the 15 yards. I doubt it. You don't have the time. Offensive line has been playing solid, but this is one of the best front fours in the league with Khalil Mack on that side, Keem Hicks inside, Robert Quinn on the other side. Teddy was uncomfortable all day, and you're backed up on the 1 yard line. You proceed to throw interception, setting them up. You know what I'm saying? Mike Davis not taking care of the football, trying to make a move, gets loose with the ball comes out. Normally one of the most sure-handed running backs in the NFL. Look it up. Mike Davis typically doesn't fumble like that. I think he had one of the longest streaks without a fumble until today. No, they pick it up. Your defense, who would have thought that the Panthers defense was going to be the part of the unit of the team that carries the team? I've been saying in this past few weeks, the reason why we have been winning is because of the defense. Like, nobody expected the defense to play as well as they had been playing. They actually played a solid game today, depending on the position that they were put in. You know what I'm saying? They're put in goal-to-go scenarios because of turnovers by the offense. One time they get the ball right back. Jeremy Chin, he was getting the tackle numbers, but he just needed the numbers in the pass game to really boost his resume for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Pass breakup on Jimmy Graham and man coverage, good coverage. You know what I'm saying? Interception to get the ball right back after we turn the ball over. Then Teddy almost gives it right back off of a similar play that happened before. Fortunately, it was pass interference. You know, defense, it was tough. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get enough pressure as I would have liked, but we did hit Foles. We stopped the run. They got some plays ever so often. But most of their offense, what they do is hickory dickory, nickel and dime down the field. Like, the defense plays solid. Defense plays solid. Let me get in these comments, man. What y'all talking about? Panther Rhule said, all he knows Jeremy Chin is a baller. Straight up. Quintel Beckham said he hurt. Said Teddy needs an elite glove grabber. Said Jeremy Chin over Isaiah Simmons for sure. Penalties and some suspect calls. Yes, sir. He said the chin check. Trill one, what up, though? He said, besides that, we suck today. The Crimson Chin. Apparently, he said he don't like the Crimson Chin nickname. That's what Jeremy Chin said. He don't like the Crimson Chin. He said he don't like that. But in my opinion, you don't choose your nickname. Nicknames are given. I mean, Shaq, he can do that because he's whatever, but nobody calls him anything more consistently than Shaq, even though he wants to be the big Aristotle, the big Cactus, Shaq Diesel. You know what I'm saying? Like, we call him Shaq. You don't give yourself your own nickname. Shaquille O'Neal, that is, not Shaq Thompson. Easily mistaken. But nah, let's get back on this offense. Because this offense, who would have thought that don't you guys remember it was just like a month ago or 3 weeks ago, we were wondering, like, why weren't they using Curtis Samuel? Like, why are they using Curtis Samuel? Curtis Samuel, he needs to be doing this, that, or whatever. Today, we didn't have Curtis. And to me, that was probably one of the biggest things. Because DJ Moore and Robby Anderson are good receivers, but they don't have the versatility that Curtis Samuel has. Curtis Samuel put him in the backfield, put him in the slot, move him around. He's the jet sweep guy. He's going to run the dump offs to the flats. If you look at the numbers, DJ Moore had 11 targets, 5 catches, 93 yards. He made some big plays, but he also dropped a lot. Robby struggled a little bit. He had 4 for 77. He did have those big plays at the end. But besides that, nope, look. You mean 1, 2, 3, 4. Besides, like, Mike Davis only had 2 catches for 3 yards. We tried to run. The screen game wasn't going. The running game wasn't going. It was a tough game. Andy Clark checking in. What up, though? What's going on? We're just talking about this game. This game that was a little disappointing. It was dull too. It wasn't a fun watch. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't fun to watch that type of game. It wasn't a lot of fireworks. Wasn't a ton of big plays. A lot of defense. And I'm not even the type of person that minds defensive games. But today was just boring. Like, the offense is just. I mean, the Bears literally just play. Like, offense is just like, we're just going to keep doing what we do until our defense gives us a play. And that's what they did. The defense stepped up. 3 turnovers for the defense. The final drive was such a letdown. Like our defense got the stop that they needed to get the offense the ball back, even save the timeout. What do we do? First down, pick, game over. Like, that was so anticlimactic. And so anticlimactic. And that was one of the scenarios I wanted to see Teddy Bridgewater in, because we haven't really seen Teddy in a scenario where we were down or we needed a game winning or game tying drive with running a 2-minute drill. I mean, we still really didn't get to see the full scenario because first play to drive, interception. So our offense left a lot to be desired, man. Like, from play calling, from decision making, from penalties, from pure execution. The struggles in the red zone came back. How about that? The red zone struggles came back. We struggled in the red zone because that can make a difference. When you move the ball and you can't get in the red zone, that's the make or break in this league. Because at this point, like they said on the broadcast a little bit, even though Jonathan Vilma is terrible. Jonathan Vilma is maybe the worst commentator ever. I hate to say it, but Jonathan Vilma is terrible. He's terrible. I mean, he was wrong about a lot of calls. He was getting pissed about certain penalties that were getting thrown when they were legit. You could clearly see on camera that they were actual penalties. Like, Jonathan Vilma is horrible. I'd rather have Rondé Barber or Tiki Barber or whoever. But y'all make sure y'all give the video a thumbs up, man. We're going over it. He said, I felt like the offensive line got exposed today. I wouldn't even say exposed. They have been overachieving, in my opinion, the past few weeks. But like I said earlier this year when we played against the Bucs, this is Carolina. You have to learn how to operate under pressure. We've seen our quarterback Cam Newton the past few years constantly be under pressure. It's just something that we've never been able to get fixed. They overachieved the past few weeks, I think. I think today was more so of what they are. They played an elite front four. They gave up 2 sacks. There was some pressure. There was some time on certain opportunities. We just didn't take advantage of the times that they actually had time to make throws. I mean, they gave Teddy time to make throws. You know what I'm saying? Like, the offensive line and the run game, we struggled. But we were down. When you're losing that quick off the jump, that sometimes that desperation starts to set in. And we did. I mean, Mike Davis still had 18 carries. But I don't like going away from the run in that way so early. I feel like we got to be stubborn with it to an extent. I feel like we kind of panicked after a while. I mean, the passing game was going, but I don't know. Quentin Beckham said, I can see why he doesn't. And he said, you don't choose your nickname. He said, and Teddy has to learn from this game and grow. Correct. It's all about growth. That's what it's all about. I mean, I think this is the thing about how I'm feeling today. I'm feeling disappointed. But in a weird way, I'm glad I'm disappointed. Because coming into this year, I had zero expectations for this team. So me being disappointed means I expected something. I expected us to win. We had played well the past 3 weeks. I expected us to play well today, and we didn't. So I'm disappointed. So that's the bright side in my opinion, because I was thinking we were going to be tanking coming into this year. But now I actually had expectations for us to win against a team that was 4-1 at the time, now 5-1. I guess you can take that. So if you're not disappointed, that means you had no expectations. So it is what it is. Said that near one-hand grab on 4th and 2 should have had that catch. Yeah, definitely should have had that catch. Could have been a better pass. DJ was wide open. Teddy threw it inside. You know what I'm saying? But DJ, he still had it. He could have brought it in. That wasn't his first drop today. You know what I'm saying? On that scenario, you hate to see it. And he said, "What happened? Hopefully y'all play like that next week." Listen, we gotta get our mind right for the Saints. You know what I'm saying? We need this dub. And it's a divisional game. We've lost a bunch in a row to the Saints. We need to bounce back. I'm guessing Michael Thomas will be back since he was suspended for punching somebody on the team. So we're going to need to be on our P's and Q's. Our defense, I like what I saw. We got to be able to generate some pressure, though, consistently. And we got to be able to make smart decisions. Because the Saints' defense is not that good. We're not going to see the same pass rush we saw. We just can't turn the ball over. If you let them get turnovers and get going, stuff like that, that's when they can get ugly. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure we correct these things before we go into next week's game. But the penalties, the lack of consistency, the lack of red zone touchdowns and execution. I mean, not to mention Joey Slye missing the long field goal. Yeah, it was a long field goal, but you get those 3 points, it may change the game for us a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to have the strong leg. He usually only misses the chip shots. He usually makes the long ones. You know what I'm saying? We got to get the running game going. Got to protect better. Got to make plays when the opportunities are there. We got to catch the passes. You know what I'm saying? Defense, I can live with what our defense is doing. I mean, 23 points is not terrible, especially when most of them were like giving your backs were against the wall immediately. Had some injuries, man, of course. Dante Jackson was in and out, obviously, with the toe. Ito Gross-Matos didn't play today. Justin Burris, he had to have cracked the rib. Had to have cracked the rib because he couldn't even walk. He couldn't walk. He was trying to walk. They had to come get the cart for him. It probably hurt to breathe. I've had bruised ribs before. Not broken. I had bruised. It hurts to breathe deep. It hurts to laugh. It hurts to sneeze. He must have cracked one because I've never seen somebody struggle to walk after a broken rib. He couldn't even raise his arm. You saw how tight his arm was to his chest. That hurt. That had to hurt. So prayers up. We'll see how he comes out, man. I'm sure he'll get an MRI and some x-rays to see where the ribs are at. But that was a big injury on defense also. But I still can't fault the defense for the way they played. The defense played ball. They played ball. For the scenarios that they were in, they played ball. They created a turnover. They got to stop. They played good enough for us to win, I'll say that, because they got to stop to get us the ball back and preserve a timeout, like I said. We just got to execute. We got to execute the 2-minute drill. We got to execute in the red zone. Got to throw. Got to throw better. Got to catch better. You know what I'm saying? Got to block better. Got to run better. Got to take care of the football. Can't fumble. Can't have penalties. These are some of the most penalties we've probably had in the game so far this week. Teddy Bridgewater can't be close to being a leading rusher. 48 yards. Mike Davis had 52 yards on the ground. Teddy Bridgewater was running for his life. 8 attempts. Sorry, I said 6 earlier. 8 attempts. That's unheard of. I'm thinking he had more carries than Cam Newton had today. That's unheard of. 8 carries, 48 yards. Will Christian McCaffrey be back next week? I don't know. It would be a good time to come back against the Saints. Will Christian McCaffrey be back next week? Because we need a spark. If Curtis Samuel's not going to be there, we need some versatility that defenses have to account for and match up with. You know what I'm saying? Quintel Beckham said, yeah, we could have won this game. We just didn't execute when it counted the most. Last time Teddy played against the Bears, Teddy came through. Hopefully, this is the last game we do these things. Yeah, it's hard. Trail One said the next team's defense is suspect. He said we got to execute in the red zone. He said O-line got a reality check. Max Rodriguez said it's all good, bro. Couple plays away from winning against a good team. He said, can we please sit Tahir Whitehead down, Carter, or have to be better? I agree. Tahir Whitehead can sit on the bench because Shaq Thompson is the one that has the green dot. So Shaq is the one getting the plays. So what do we need Tahir Whitehead on the field for? Has he made one play this year at all? He's slow, chasing plays down. He's always good for a pass interference. He's usually out of position. Like what has Tahir Whitehead brought to the table? What has he brought to the table? Nothing. Like I said before, we've been spoiled for all these years having Luke Kuechly at linebacker, running around, being the fastest guy to the ball, making these plays. Oh, everybody was talking about, oh, Luke lost a step. Luke might have lost a step. He lost a step. Dude, Luke Kuechly losing a step is still better than probably 80% of middle linebackers in this league. Clearly, he's better than Tahir Whitehead. Clearly. Clearly. Y'all were talking all that trash about Luke losing a step and he needed to retire and all this. Nah. You see how bad it can get when you don't have one of the greatest of linebackers of all time. Somebody said, I bet Brian Burns is better at coverage. Probably. You guys make sure you get a video a thumbs up, man. We rolling and rocking and rolling, talking about this game. Will CMC fix the red zone issues? That is a good question. That is a good question. Because Christian McCaffrey, like I said, he brings that versatility. I think from a play calling standpoint, you have to use him as a decoy at times, and also give him the ball when he needs it. Because you know defenses are going to key on Christian McCaffrey. He's a touchdown machine. He's a touchdown machine. So not only can you use him to make plays, but like I said, you can use him to make plays for everybody else. Let him be a distraction to open other things up. We just can't get married to having to force feed him the ball. Because clearly we have other playmakers. Like, I don't want Christian McCaffrey to come. I don't want to sacrifice Curtis Samuel's role in this offense with Christian McCaffrey returning. We sorely missed Curtis Samuel today. I didn't know he was that unlikely to play today. I guess I didn't pay attention to the injury report like I should have. But I didn't think like his status for the game was in jeopardy that much. But it showed to be one of the big differences. He's big on third down. Curtis Samuel he was leading the league in third down receptions. And like I said, just a month ago, we were wondering what role did he have in this offense. Clearly, he was third down. He was third down king. Because today, three for 13 on third down. That's not gonna get it done. You're not gonna stay on the field consistently enough on 3 or 13 on third down. Four sacks given up. I thought we had more. I thought we had 2. I was wrong. 1 for 3 in the red zone. 1 for 3 in goal-to-go scenarios. That's not gonna get it done. That's lack of execution. The Bears, yes, are one of the best third down teams, but we were one of the better third down teams also. Something had to give, obviously. But 3 for 13 on third down is not going to get it done. You're not going to be able to sustain drives. Period. And you're in a lot of third and long scenarios because you're not running the ball like you're supposed to. You run the ball on first down and get 3, 4, 5 yards, maybe run it again. You get it more in the manageable passing scenarios. You're not in third and longs because you don't want to be in third and longs versus a team like this with Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn and Akeem Hicks. A team that can get all kinds of pressure with 4 guys. That's what happens. You did move the ball early on in the game, but 3 for 13 on third down, like I'm telling you, it's not going to cut it. I'm telling you right now, that's not going to cut it. It's not. Quentin Beckham said, do I see us making some trades? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because one, we're not going to get, I don't, as good as we've been playing these past 3 weeks, but up until today, I still don't think that this team wants us to be as competitive as it seems. Yes, they want to win because they just want to, they can't come out and say that, oh, we want to tank and we don't have a good football team and this, that, or the third. But at the same time, they're not going to mortgage the future just because of a slight chance of hope that we may win a division. Because what happens? We win a division. We go to the playoffs, maybe get a 6 or 7 seed wild card. We may run into the Packers or somebody like that in the NFC. That's tough. And we get beat. What does that do? Yes, it's good for morale. We make the playoffs. Cool. Win a division. But what is that going to prove? So I don't think they're going to try to make any trades just to try to get better this year. You know what I'm saying? They're not giving up draft picks, period. They need as many new players and new talent into this team as possible, particularly at middle linebacker. Luke Kuechly will come out of retirement before we trade away some draft picks. That's just my opinion. Trill one called him can't get right head. He said he's brought penalties and first downs for opposing offenses. Yeah. He said, I think we should try to trade for Quentin Williams. Quentin Williams would be a great pickup to put beside Derek Brown. Two SEC monsters on the inside. How has Quentin Williams' NFL career been thus far? I haven't really paid attention to him. I know he was great in college. He was a high draft pick, but I don't know how Quentin Williams was. But yeah, man, 23-16. What's frustrating is that you play as bad as they played. You start how bad as they started, but you still have the ball at the end of the game, down 7 points with a chance to play for overtime. Still. So that's something you can hang your hat on. You lose the turnover battle, 3 turnovers, 3-1. When you had been pretty much plus 3 on turnovers for the year. But you lose the turnover battle. You still have a chance. So that's something to hang your hat. The defense balled out. That's something to hang your hat on. Said Quentin Williams had up and downs, but he's young. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people play better when they leave the Jets. So I wouldn't be opposed to it. He's young. Still has a chance to hone his skills and get molded a little bit more. That would be a solid. Excuse me. I keep yawning. Excuse me. That would be a solid front four. All right, here we go. Got a good question. All right, you guys make sure you get a video thumbs up. I'm finna answer this question from Quintel Beckham. He said, make sure you guys, if you're a new viewer, make sure you subscribe, man. This is it's unnecessary bluntness sports talk. I give the Panthers mad love. Mad love. I tell it like it is. I give the best film breakdowns of the Panthers. I do live streams on Wednesday, talk about the whole league. I do post-game reactions to talk about the Panthers game. And like I said, another video throughout the week. Make sure you guys subscribe if you have not subscribed if you're new here. Make sure you guys get the video thumbs up. Quintel Beckham got me a good question. Said, what would you grade Bridgewater's performance today and the receiving core? And who was the fault on today? If I had to give a grade, if I want to, let's say I'll do A through F. I won't do 1 through 10. I'll do A through F. If I had to grade Teddy's performance today, I would probably give him a C- or a D. I think early on the pressure, the decision making, the decision making was suspect. Now a lot of that was play calling, in my opinion. Like I said, being backed up. I don't know why Joe Brady would decide to throw the ball on 3rd and long. Teddy is smarter than that on that play before to almost have that safety. Teddy is smarter than that. He knows to get rid of the ball. But I think he maybe was over trusting the offensive line. I think he was over trusting the offensive line, which is you want to give the benefit of the doubt. You don't want to play scared. You don't want to assume that the O-line is going to play bad. But at the same time, you got to know who you're playing against. Khalil Mack is one of the best for a reason. Like, he's getting paid a lot of money for a reason. You don't have the time to hit your back foot, pump fake, check, run around. No. Teddy, you're not a runner. You got to get rid of that ball. Almost at the safety. Next play. Ended up forcing it to Robby. Robby was pretty much blanketed. Ended up forcing it to Robby. Missed him. He stood in there, hung in there, ran, played tough, ran the ball. I'll fault him for that last play. That missed the DJ, I'll fault him for that. Then we get the ball back anyway. You get the ball back anyway, and you turn the ball over on the first play of the drive. The defense does the work to get the ball back with a timeout. Plenty of time. You get a chance to run a 2-minute offense. to be the quarterback that we knew you to be, to redeem yourself for the misplay. I gotta give him a C minus, man. He can be better. Hopefully, he will be better. I didn't see this type of game coming from him. This is how he played kind of against the Bucks. Kind of unsure, forcing some stuff. There were maybe some coverage sacks. Like I said, not having Curtis Samuel was big. Because Mike Davis ended up getting banged up, so he didn't have the running game to kind of protect him like we did last week. The screen game wasn't going. So it wasn't like we didn't really do a ton of good things anyway on offense. So it really had Teddy handcuffed and hamstrung. But I still give Teddy a C minus. You know what I'm saying? How do I grade the receiving core? Receiving core, I'll probably give them a D. I mean, we knew they were going to have to step up today with Curtis down. Who was it going to be? Was it going to be Farrell, Cooper? Was it going to be Seth Roberts? Was it going to be Zylstra? Were we going to get Ian Thomas to finally step up? No. DJ, 3 drops at least. He dropped one that hit him in the hip on a crossing route, on a corner route. He dropped that touchdown that he could have had. And I'll give him credit. I'll give him and Teddy blame for that last drop on 4th and 2. He dropped it. I'll give him a D. Robby struggled to get open. He made some plays. I'll give him that. But it seemed like it was a chance for us, the competition really stepped up. The Bears really wanted to challenge our receivers. They saw how productive DJ Moore and Robby Anderson had been, and they really wanted to challenge us. They were going to take away that run game and challenge our receivers. They got burnt a few times, but a lot of times they were bracketing. They were tight. They were making plays. They got some interference calls, but they really challenged us. I was really disappointed in DJ because this was a big game early on. He was getting what he wanted. So I got to give them a D, man. Got to give them a D. Who's the fault on today? The fault definitely goes to the offense, but I would probably say the offensive line. And I'm not giving them all the blame. The offensive line is just a trickle-down effect because the offensive line didn't play great. Teddy was uncomfortable. We couldn't run the ball because once Teddy was uncomfortable, he threw an interception. When he threw an interception, they scored, got the lead. Now we get a little gunshot when it comes to the running game because you don't want to run the ball full time like that because you feel like you got to play catch up. And that's partially on Joe Brady also. But we couldn't run the ball like we wanted to. Teddy Bridgewater had 8 carries for 48 yards. That's unheard of. We don't need Teddy Bridgewater running the ball 8 times. We don't need Teddy Bridgewater running the ball 5 times. We don't need Teddy Bridgewater running the ball 3 or 4 times. 2 or 3 at the most, maybe. But I got to put the fault on the O-lines where it starts. We can't establish anything up front. Panthers Rhule said, what would I grade? Oh, Lord, the Buccaneers going in. He said, what would I grade this run D for today in the secondary? The run D was awesome. What were the numbers? But David Montgomery, he was on my fantasy team, and clearly he didn't have a good day. I had to start him because Kamara was on the bye week. But, I mean, you held David Montgomery to 3.1 yards per attempt on 19 carries. You held him to 63 total yards run defense. You got to give them an A+ for that because you notice what they want to do. They don't want Nick Foles to have to throw the ball a bunch of times a game. I mean, even though he threw the ball 39 times, secondary played solid. I thought that hands to the face that he called on Rhule Douglas was BS. I thought the interference was BS because the pass was uncatchable. But besides that and those penalties, the secondary played great. Justin Burris got hurt, but the secondary played great. I mean, they've really been pretty solid this year. I know the first game against the Raiders was a little bit tough for Troy Pride, but besides that, Rhule Douglas is balled. Dante Jackson has got some interceptions. He's just been in and out of the lineup with injuries. Trey Boston has been fairly solid. Jeremy Chin plays linebacker, but he plays in the secondary a little bit. He's been making plays. So I got to give them that credit. They played great. Like I said, they made that play at the end that caused the incomplete pass, gave the ball to the offense with a chance to tie the game. We couldn't get it done. So it's nothing really bad I can say about the Panthers defense. None. Miss Sandy said Teddy usually does well in the 2-minute drill. Oh well. This is my first time probably seeing him at the end of the game with a 2-minute drill, being down and needing to do this and whatever. This is what I want to see with Teddy Bridgewater. This is what type of stuff that he still has to prove. This is why people are skeptical. He showed that he can throw the deep ball, cool. He's scared he doesn't just throw checkdowns all the time. But don't lose yourself and stop taking care of the football to prove people wrong or to try to open up the playbook to do whatever. And the Buccaneers are going in. Gronk just scored. Good Lord. But don't lose yourself trying to fit the narrative of what these guys want you to be. I mean, if you're gonna be Teddy Bridgewater, be Teddy Bridgewater 100%. If people don't like who you are, just be that. But take care of that football. That's very uncharacteristic of him to have 2 interceptions. Almost was 3. And like I said, this type of we want to see him in different scenarios. We want him tested to learn stuff about him. We don't know. Like Teddy Bridgewater's career has been all over the place. This is his first time being the full-time starter, like from a decent, and actually like taking the handcuffs off, taking the reins off. Minnesota, he was a full-time starter, but he had Adrian Peterson, the MVP, to hand the ball off to. He doesn't have the best running back in the league to hand the ball off to anymore with Christian McCaffrey being out. We want to see Teddy be able to put the team on his back. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen Teddy in the scenario. We would like to. We learn. We live and you learn. You learn what you have when certain things happen. Like football, every game, we're not going to have the lead every game. This is a game we played without the lead the whole time. We never led. Never. Teddy didn't look comfortable. Robby didn't look comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Quentin Becker said Robby looked scared out there. They all did initially till DJ woke up last minute. The Bears was the NY nightmare from Blitz, the football league. Hey, listen. Like I said, the Bears, they don't play. They're tough. And I think that first drive, throwing that interception, really was a shock factor to us. We still have a relatively young team. And I think that early interception really kind of punched us in the mouth. We never really recovered from there. Never. That one sack that was almost a safety, that was like, oof, close one. We tried to come back the next play and go for it on 3rd and long. Why? I don't understand. That was a bad play call. Joe Brady has to know his scenario. You're backed up. Don't make that mistake. Run the ball. Try to get some breathing room. Punt it. Your defense has been playing well. The Bears' offense is not that good. Joe Brady is still young, too. He's still learning. He still hasn't mastered red zone play calling. It comes and goes. But you got to learn. It's early in the game. Why throw for it like that on 3rd and long? I don't get that. Miss Sandy says she's surprised by all the turnovers herself. Me too. It was really inexplicable. A lot of forcing. We didn't really have guys wide open like normal. Like I said, I think Curtis Samuel was a big factor. Him being a matchup problem on the inside. He runs the slot. He runs in motion. He can play running back. He's a good guy you can move around and plug in. Not having him, I think, was probably one of the biggest factors that kind of hurt us. Because he's a 3rd down guy that's reliable. Teddy seemed to be almost forcing it to Robby at times. Even though DJ had 11 targets, probably 3 drops. Teddy seemed to be forcing it at times to Robby. And I get it. That's his favorite receiver. They have the rapport. Teddy's been balling. Robby's been balling this year. But we got to be able to go somewhere else without Curtis Samuel being there. We got to be able to get the tight ends involved. Something. Like, we got to figure something out. You guys make sure you get a video thumbs up. If you have not, if it's the first time watching, this is Aaron Duncan with the Unnecessary Bluntness Sports Talk. Panthers content. I'm doing a live reaction now. I do live streams on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I drop the best Panthers film breakdowns, explaining play calls and how plays work in the NFL, the thought process behind that, the reads that some of these people go to. I dropped a dope Mike Davis video a couple days ago. Go check that out if you have not. Subscribe if you have not. Give the video a thumbs up if you have not. Going in. B Diva checking in. What up, girl? What up, though? What's going on with you? Miss Sandy said it was a confidence killer. Panthers Rhule said Ian Thomas is not it. I heard that. He probably ain't, but he's got some growing to do still. I had high hopes in him coming out. I thought he could be a lot more effective because he has athleticism for a guy his size. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never throw it to the tight end. They said no tight end action at all. Why don't we just grab a free agent right now? I don't know. Who is there anybody on the streets that can play tight end? If you can, let me know. Who's on the streets? Give them a call. ABV Clamp said we still do good. Yeah, I mean, no. We got to be. Matt Rhule said it himself. You have to be just as critical of the team in a win as you do in a loss. So I'm pointing out the bad things, but the bright side is. The bright side is that our defense played great. Like, played great. For the scenarios that the defense was put in, they were put into their backs against the wall. They played great. They gave the offense the ball the chance to tie the game. The offense just didn't make it happen. Defense played great. All in all, as bad as you played, you only lost by 7 points. You had the ball with a chance to tie the game. You had some missed opportunities. You moved the ball. You had a drop by DJ. You had a missed field goal. You had a missed pass and a drop on that last play that was 4th and 2. You had 3 total turnovers. Still only lost by 1 possession. Which you mean you had the ball with a chance. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they just ran the clock out on us. We couldn't stop them. No, we got the stop we needed. We just didn't execute on offense. Execution. Got to be better. Panthers Rhule said, I want Kyle Pitts out of Florida. What position does Kyle Pitts play? He said, truly is a game of inches. Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? It is about a game. It is a game of inches. 1 or 2 plays there can turn games too. Like, let's say DJ catches that pass in the end zone that one time. We have a touchdown instead of a field goal there. That changes the dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Let's say Teddy Bridgewater puts the ball on DJ instead of throwing it inside. He misses that one-hand catch. We continue to go there. Let's say we don't throw the interception early. We just run the ball and punt. Maybe the offense doesn't have the confidence that it had because they had a lead. Stuff changes 1 or 2 plays. We can what if all day, but we just can't miss opportunities. B. Davis said, I think DJ played well. He just needs to work on the drops. Robby is good as well. We just can't win with 3 points. We need 7. Exactly. The field goals get you beat. Even against a team like the Bears, who offense even isn't that great, you still can't beat quality teams by kicking field goals. Not in the NFL in 2020. No. Not in this NFL. Sorry. APV Clamp said Rhule Douglas is the GOAT. Listen, Rhule Douglas has been balling. I don't know how he got cut by the Eagles. They tripping. But he's balling. They said that end zone offense really definitely has to improve. Yeah, like 3rd down, we were bad. Red zone, we went 1 for 3 in the red zone. 1 for 3. 3rd down, we went 3 for 13. That means you're not staying on the field. That means you're not keeping your drives going because you're getting these 3rd downs. You're not converting. You're putting your defense back on the field. Defense still played well. But you got to be able to convert 3rd downs to sustain drives. Give your defense a break. Give yourself more confidence. Get points on the board. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Pitts is a tight end. I haven't seen him, man. I watched a little bit of Florida. I haven't watched much. Said they sleeping on Rhule Douglas. Yeah, they are. I don't know how we got him, but I like him. We've been needing some corner help, confident corners that can play pretty decent like him. But he gotta plays a little bit. I don't know. He plays a little bit soft sometimes. Oh, like cushion, too much cushion, so he can give up. He gives up a lot of short plays. Um, he said, "I'm glad we got hits this game. Now we can correct the mistake and execute accordingly against other teams. I think this Bears defense was the last test this team needed to break through." Yeah, I mean, this is one of the better defenses we're gonna face all year. Let's just be real. We could be critical, but this defense is legit. Like, there's not too many holes in this defense. Not too many holes in this defense that we face. We move the ball at times, but we're just not consistent. Not converting on third down. Not scoring in the red zone when you have the opportunities. Leaving points on the board. Leaving meat on the bones. Can't leave meat on the bones. Can't leave meat on the bones. We got some good questions coming in. Why is Carter or Chris Orr not starting over Whitehead? And is Whitehead contract 1 year? I'll answer the second question first. Yes, to hear Whitehead's contract is 1 year. I wish it was shorter because this dude needs to go. He's not good. He's not good. I mean, obviously he's good because he's in the NFL, but he's not a good football player on the NFL by NFL standards. I'm sure Luke Kuechly is probably just losing sleep watching this guy to hear Whitehead play. We got spoiled by Luke Kuechly all these years, man. We got spoiled. We got spoiled having excellent linebacker play. Like I said, even when y'all doubted Luke Kuechly his last couple years saying he lost a step, we're still 5 times better than what Tahir Whitehead has done. Tahir Whitehead has not made a single play all year. I can't think of one play that he's made all year. I can't. I know the penalties he's had. He's slow to the ball. Not very physical. But he went to Temple. Okay. He went to Temple, right? Or he went to Baylor. Where did he go? He went to Temple, Baylor. Where did he go? Okay. Corn Elder's having a decent season. He actually is. Like, there was one play. He had a chance to get interception. Like, it's just like Corn lacks on-field awareness at times. Like, sometimes he'll be a robot. He's not like, he plays like a robot. Like, he's so locked in on doing his job, like doing what he's supposed to do, that he forgets to play football. Like, you can't be so focused on running to the flats that somebody throws a pass right beside your head and you're not paying attention to the ball because you're too worried about doing your job when you could have made a play. You know what I'm saying? So maybe more experience there for Corn Elder will help, but Corn, he's actually played a lot better than I expected. You know what I'm saying? You guys make sure you get a video a thumbs up. If you're just not checking in, give me a what up, though. I'll shout you out on the screen. We're talking about this Panthers game, man. Let me know what you guys thought about the game. Miss Sandy said, I guess with a young team, coaches, and new QB, you can expect some inconsistencies. Yeah, I agree 100%. That's a great point. I mean, all I wanted to see was improvement throughout this year. This was not improvement today. So I'll say that. This is not improvement. I want to see improvement. This ain't it. This ain't it. You know, this was regression. This was a regression. Not improvement. Not progression. Regression. We regress. But like you said, it comes with it. Because our play caller is young. Joe Brady is young. An experienced play caller probably knows when you're going against an aggressive defense like the Bears, you don't throw when you backed up. After you almost got a safety, you don't come back and throw and then end up throwing an interception. The defense is going to play good enough to keep you in the game. Just don't put them in bad scenarios, which we continue to do all day. We put the defense in bad scenarios. As good as the defense played, we still put them in bad scenarios where they gave up some points. We put them in bad scenarios. That's on the offense. When they talk about complementary football, that means the defense getting interceptions to set up the offense for easy plays. The offense not turning the ball over and putting the defense in bad predicaments. That didn't happen today. The defense bailed them out one time. And got that pick with Jeremy Chin. Shout out to Jeremy Chin. He balled for sure. I don't even know how many tackles he had today, but Jeremy Chin balled. 5 tackles for Jeremy Chin, 1 pick, a pass breakup. Jeremy Chin's been the bright spot on the defense. Jeremy Chin is a baller, man. He is a baller. We're keeping it moving, man. You guys make sure you guys give the video a like. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, man. I give all kind of Panthers content. I am Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. We do these live streams after every game and on Wednesdays where we chop it up, have fun, talk about the whole league. So make sure you hit the bell icon too. That way you get a notification when I do the live streams, man, because we have fun. I got the best Panthers film breakdowns, teaching you the game, learning about everything, learning about the ins and outs. Got all kind of stuff. Every day I pray that Luke comes out of retirement. Yeah. Selfishly, I want Luke to come out of retirement, but I know with the head injuries, it's probably not the brightest thing because the Panthers aren't winning the Super Bowl this year, so it's not worth the risk. If there was a chance that the Panthers could win the Super Bowl this year, I would be all in with trying to get Luke to maybe come back for one last ride. But it ain't worth it. Not for this BS. Tahir Whitehead is bad, but come on, David Barber calling Teddy 2 picks. Could have been 3, but they called it interference. Petite, what up? What up, Doe? You gotta put that DOE. Is it DOE or THO? What we doing? What is it? What up, Doe or what up, Doe? You gotta figure that out. I still think the team will be good. I'm not really too upset. Yeah, it's disappointing because this was a really good test. This is actually a good team that we had a chance to play. Like a good defense at least. They have a good record. There's a chance they could be tied for first in their division the way this Buccaneers and Packers game is going. A team that nobody really expected to be in the scenario they are. This is a good test for us. We didn't pass the test. That's the most disappointing part. APV said we need a new linebacker. Terry Whitehead is trash. Trash is indeed. Summerhill King said, have to give credit to young defense for keeping us in it. The defense did what they had to do, man. Like I said, they kept being put in bad scenarios, but they did what they had to do. You give the ball to your offense with the timeout, with plenty of time, with a chance to tie the game. You can't ask for anything more. We just can't have a pick on first down of the 2-minute drive. David Barber said Chicago had a top 2 defense, and the Panthers still had a chance. Good, correct. There's some bright spots. You can be optimistic about it. David Barber said the Panthers left 7 points on the board. They left 10. If you count Joey Sly's missed field goal, they left 10. So all those turnovers and a loss by 7 is a positive. Said trade draft picks for a linebacker now. I don't think we should trade draft picks. I said Luke Kuechly has a better chance of coming out of retirement than we do trading draft picks. Because they're not going to mortgage the future. This year, us overachieving this year is a bonus. In my opinion. I don't think this team expected us to be competing for a playoff spot in the first year. They could say it. I know I didn't looking at this roster. I didn't think our defense would be as good as it has been. Even with Etor being hurt. KK being hurt. Tahir Whitehead being garbage. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect it. Quinn Becker said, I honestly think we're making the Super Bowl. I got to see us against some of the better competitors because we got to play the Saints next week. That's going to be the ultimate test. We passed the test by finally getting that monkey with the Falcons off our back. Now we got the next bully in line. We got to take down the Saints. They're not that great this year. Granted, they will be getting Michael Thomas back, but we have to see. You know what I'm saying? The Saints are going to be a good test. He said Trey is one of the worst players on the field. Listen, he ain't worse than Tahir Whitehead. I don't care what anybody else does. He's not worse than Tahir Whitehead. Tahir Whitehead is not bringing anything to the table. He hasn't done anything positive for this team that I can remember. He's not bringing anything positive to the table, period. Samuel King said these growing pains will make us tough down the stretch. Drew one said that's right. He's not sweating the loss because it's still a young team and this is a learning process. Yeah, He said, let's go Bears, good game. Man, congrats to the Bears. Y'all defense is nasty. Y'all defense is definitely nasty. Our defense played good, but we didn't create the turnovers that y'all did. Y'all consistently put pressure on our quarterback, forced mistakes, forced a fumble on our running back, shut down our run game. I mean, they made the plays. Got to give credit where credit is due. That's a good defense. You know what I'm saying? Max Rodriguez said we're a couple pieces away from being a solid playoff team. I just don't think it's going to be this year. Too many holes on the young team. I agree. I think we could sneak into the playoffs, but I just don't see the benefit of making the playoffs. I'm glad that we're being competitive in all these games. That's all I wanted. I just didn't want us to be trashed like the Jets all year on the way to getting a high draft pick. I was cool with us having a down year and tanking for the greater good of getting a high draft pick. I just wanted to see us compete. I wanted to see progress, and I wanted to see us compete. We've been competing. Would I call it progress? I don't know. Some of the red zone issues show up again. The turnover showed up again from the Bucs game. The third down issue showed up. 3 for 13 on third down is not going to cut it. How many times? I don't know how many times I got to say it. 3 for 13 on third down is not going to cut it. 1 for 3 in the red zone is not going to cut it. Field goals will get you beat, especially when you miss some of them. Or one of them, excuse me. You got to get touchdowns. We played from behind almost the whole game. No, we played from behind the whole game. Yeah, we never had the lead. We were always behind. We played for 3 for 13, third down. Not going to cut it. 1 for 3, red zone, not going to cut it. We got to be better, man. Execution has to be better. Play calling has to be better. We got to run. We got to throw. We got to catch. We got to block. We got to hold on to the football. Got to be better. That's execution. Fundamentals. Got to get back to the basics. Curtis Samuel being out definitely hurt. It hurt. Like I said, we were wondering where was his role in this offense, and now we figured out what it was. He's the third down king. Leads the league in third down receptions. Always seemed to come up big on third down for us when we need it, especially third and long. He wasn't here today. You go 3 for 13 on third down. And there were rumors we were going to trade Curtis Samuel for what? We don't throw to the tight end. We need weapons. We need all 3 of those guys on the field. Christian McCaffrey, hopefully he'll be back next week. He was eligible to come back this week, but they said they want him to be Christian McCaffrey. They don't want him to be 75% Christian. But the way Mike Davis' ankle is looking, we're going to need Christian McCaffrey back if we want to actually compete. You know what I'm saying? Not your average man said next year y'all would definitely be a worthy team of the playoffs. I think. Yeah, we just seem to be a couple people away. Like I'm saying, 1 or 2 players away. Need some more experience from players to coaches. The Falcons went off today. They might have gotten the coach fired. Well, they got their coach fired last week. You think you're saying Mike Zimmer? Mike Zimmer, they're 1-5. The Vikings are 1-5. They were playoff team competing for the division when they had before Kirk Cousins came into town. He makes a move to get rid of Diggs. Dalvin Cook was hurt, so that plays a factor. Madison is a strong runner, but I think he laid an egg today. Dalvin Cook was hurt, so that plays a big factor. But the Falcons have one of the worst defenses in the league. You got to be able to take advantage of that. But with Julio Jones back, Matt Ryan was bound to play better. See, I mean 7 on the field. Missed the field goal, and DJ Moore dropped a touchdown. +4 because they did get a field goal. Gotcha. I see what you're saying. I see the math. I see the math. Yeah, we left a lot of meat on the bones. That's the moral of the story. He said major problem. Yeah, the red zone's a major problem for the team. Yeah, exactly. Summerhill King said, good slap in the face to wake us up for the division battle. I bet you we tighten up. We definitely need to. We got to beat these Saints, man. I can't stand them, bro. We got to beat the Saints. I can't stand them. Zimmer was just extended, wasn't it? I don't know. I have to check that out. Was Zimmer extended or not? I don't know. I have to check it out. But yeah, guys, you make sure you give the video a thumbs up, man. With the post-game reaction. Like I said, if you're new here, I am Aaron Duncan. I appreciate you guys tuning in to the post-game live reaction. It seems like you guys aren't too disappointed. You're disappointed, but you feel pretty good. Like I said, I'm disappointed too. But if I wasn't disappointed, that means I didn't have any expectations. And going into this year, I didn't have many expectations. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect us to be as competitive or as good as we had been. So the fact that I'm disappointed means I had some expectations, which is a good thing. Because if we were that garbage, I wouldn't expect anything. You think the Jets have expectations? Like positive expectations? Their fans have any? No, because they're going to be whatever. We have expectations. We expect our team to play well and win. But the fact that we didn't meet those expectations has us disappointed. So it's good to actually be in a position where you have a team that you're expected to play well because you have been playing well. That's the least you can expect from your team, for them to play well. But today, that didn't happen. It didn't. You know what I'm saying? Panthers and Bears offense the same. It improved each game by week 7. I feel like the Bears offense will be at its peak in a long time. Yeah, today, you just got to give both defenses credit today. Both defenses came to play. You know what I'm saying? Only 39 combined points between both teams. You got to give them credit. You got to give the defense credit. Both of them came down to play. Fourth down play was great. Got to make those connections. It was. Like I said, DJ could have brought it in one hand. You expected your number one receiver to make that play. Big time receivers do that. But at the same time, he was wide open. Teddy Bridgewater just had to put the ball on him too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was being hurried, but I don't think he was going to get drilled. David Barber says Derek Brown is flashing. Yeah, he definitely made some plays. That one negative play that he got that helped us finally get the stop. That's the thing. We had to keep these guys in negative long play scenarios. Nick Foles is not flashy. He just wants to keep the ball. He wants to throw short, make plays every now and then. Don't take too many risks. They were talking about how streaky he was. Started hot, got cold, got hot again, got cold, got hot. He's a rhythm type of guy. Nick Foles needs a rhythm. You need to get negative plays to get a guy like Nick Foles out of the rhythm. Overall, they did. Like I said, Derek Brown did play good. This Packers game is crazy. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Give the video a thumbs up if you hadn't. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, man. Go ahead and do it. I'm Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. Film breakdowns, the best film breakdowns on the Panthers. Wednesday, live stream. It's fun. Real fun. Post-game, reaction. We're here to talk about what's going on. We got to talk each other through these hard moments. And not to mention other breakdowns and reactions during the video and news and updates and analysis. So make sure you guys subscribe if you have not, man. We here together. This is all of us. This is for all of us. He said Shaq needs to really step it up. Yeah, Shaq, he's been solid, but he got that contract. We want to see him make a lot more plays. I agree. Summertime, I've never seen him not use a tight end. I agree, man. Like, what's going on? Like, they keep asking about it, and their excuse is, oh, we don't care who gets the ball if we're moving the ball and we're winning and scoring. No. When you spread the ball around, you can have more consistency. You have more consistency. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why we want to see the tight end get involved. Like, the tight end is almost always open, it seems like, in the NFL. Why aren't we throwing the ball to our tight end? Why not? He said, what is your prediction on the Panthers' record this season? I think 9-7, maybe 10-6. Right now, they're 3-3. So let's look at the schedule. They got the Saints, Falcons, Chiefs, Bucks, Lions, Vikings, Broncos, Packers, football team, and the Saints. 7 more wins. Can we get seven more wins? Where do we get 7 more wins from? Can we beat the Saints? I think we can beat the Saints for sure. Can we get the Falcons and sweep them? They play better. If Julio's back, it could be a different game. We'll see. But if their defense is the same, I think we should win. So 2, the Chiefs, the Bucks. If we play better, we just can't turn the ball over like we did today. And the first time we played them, maybe. The Lions should be a win. The Vikings aren't good. Should be a win. Teddy gonna be in a revenge game. Broncos should be a win, even though they beat the Patriots today. The Packers, I don't see it. Football team, yes. The Saints again, I'll say we'll split. So maybe 5 more wins. So I'm saying 9-7 would be great. 8-8 would be. 8-8 would be great. 9-7 would be overachieving. I feel like we'll have a couple more of these type of games that are winnable games against quality teams that we'll kind of let slip. We're not going to win every game we're supposed to win. I feel like we were supposed to win this game. We're not going to win every game we're supposed to win, even if we do have chances to win. So I'll say 8-8, 7-9, 8-8, 7-9. We'll see. We'll see. Miss Sandy said, talking about it with other fans takes away some of the frustration. Exactly. That way we can see how we all are feeling about the stuff, and we can just kind of talk each other off the ledge. Because I know sometimes right after the game is over, you be kind of pissed about what happened. You know what I'm saying? But talking each other off the ledge after the game, getting a reaction and stuff, just thinking stuff out as a whole, kind of cools down everybody's mood. You know what I'm saying? Gets us back to earth. You know what I'm saying? David Barber said we'll finish 3-13. Okay. We definitely not losing to the football team. Like, we can lose the rest of our games. We're not losing to the football team. Period. There's no way this team will lose to the football team. Trill One said, we ain't going 3-13. Stop it. The saying said 10-6. He said, was today a humble slice of pie? I do believe our young team head was a little big. I agree. It was definitely a chin check. Offensively, for sure. Defense, I think it does nothing but really help the defense. The defense played good enough to win, like I said. Defense played good enough to win for Carolina. You give the ball to your offense with a chance to tie the game up at the end of the game with the timeout in the bag with plenty of time. Defense played good enough to win. Humble pie for the offense for sure, especially after putting up all them numbers on Atlanta. Said Broncos defense is real, yeah. Said Broncos defense is Cam's kryptonite. And COVID-19. I mean, Cam was down for COVID-19. The team facilities were closed. You know, Cam hasn't been around the team for a while. You know, and then they had to shut down their facility on Thursday or Friday, I think, because they had another COVID case. But saying 9-7 wouldn't be bad at all considering. Yeah, I think anywhere between 7-9 and 9-7 is probably realistic. When Teddy threw that second pick, I yelled and I calmed down. Yeah, I walked off after that. I mean, that was the first play of the last drive. He threw that pick. Fortunately, we got bailed out by that last pick 6. I mean, that pick 6 that happened for the pass interference. B. Diva said 10-6 is very optimistic. Very optimistic. He said maybe 7-9 or 8-8. Because we got 10 games left. To go 10-6, we have to win 7 of the next 10. I think it's more likely that we go 5-5 than 7-3 these next few games, in my opinion. Said Campbell's never beat the Broncos. I mean, there's other teams that he's probably never beat. But it's different times, different scenarios, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I mean, we got 2 division games coming up. We got the Saints at the Saints. And we got the Falcons. So it'd be cool if we trade this loss with a win against a team that we were supposed to beat. Yeah, for sure. I are not supposed to beat. Yeah, for sure. Like the Chiefs. If we beat the Chiefs, yo, then I'll hop on the Super Bowl train. If we beat the Chiefs, because we got the Saints, the Falcons, then the Chiefs. Is that the Chiefs after the bye? If we beat the Chiefs and we take this, you know what I'm saying? We lose this game just to beat the Chiefs. That'd be solid. I'd take that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be tough. Our defense that'll be the ultimate test for our defense. You know? That'll be the ultimate test for our defense playing against the Chiefs. What the heck is Aaron Rodgers doing? Okay. The Packers are getting exposed. I was wrong. I thought the Bucks would get exposed, especially after losing to the Bears last week. But it's gonna be, yeah. I mean, BD said if we beat the Saints twice and the Chiefs, we're on the way. Listen, we beat the Saints twice. You ain't gonna hear the end of my mouth. I'm just gonna be talking all kind of trash. All kind of trash when we beat the Saints. D Cat said where I got the toboggan from. He been looking for one. I think I got this from Fanatics. Go to fanatics.com. Fanatics. It's the logo. You know what I'm saying? They got this. I think it's only like $15. It wasn't that expensive. It's only $15. So they in stock. It's also a good game. We could have won. We just couldn't hit that end zone. We're still pounding though. Yeah, man. Red zone, man. Makes a big difference. Said mock drafts had them picking a 6'6" tight end for Florida Pits. We need offensive line help, probably maybe a solid. I don't know where exactly. Probably a solid left tackle, if anything. But we definitely middle linebacker, tight end, and tackle should be higher on our list. Middle linebacker because we know Tahir Whitehead is garbage. Tight end because we just refuse to use a tight end. Like I don't know why. And tackle because we need a long-term answer. I don't know if Russell Okung will be the long-term answer, but we need to figure that out this offseason. But middle linebacker to me is a top priority. Top priority. Just being the Jet itself, losing 24-0 to the Dolphins. She said toboggan, beanie cat. Listen, it just depends where you from. It depends where you from. Some people call it a scully. Some people call it a beanie. Some people call it a toboggan. You gotta let people live. You gotta let people live. You know, it just depends where you from. D. Cash said that's a toboggan. It depends where you're from. David Barber said Whitehead is a Hall of Famer. Yeah, right. Hall of Shamer. Hall of Shamer. You know what I'm saying? But it just depends. Like I said, it depends where you're from when it comes to the hat. But man, y'all guys get a video a thumbs up if you have not, man. If you haven't given the video a thumbs up yet, please do. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. You know what we do. Panthers Tribe, we in this thing talking together, talking this stuff out, talking each other off the ledge. I'm pissed still. I need to go watch these press conferences and see how Teddy Bridgewater felt about this game. I need to go see how Teddy felt about how he played, how Matt Rhule felt about how he coached, how they felt about the play calling. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to sign off, man. You guys make sure you guys take it easy and be safe. Make sure y'all subscribe. Like I said, I got video probably coming. We'll see sometime between today and Wednesday. Then Wednesday live stream. Probably a film breakdown this week, maybe again. It depends who I want to do it on. We'll see. But got that again. Got the update. We'll see if Christian McCaffrey come back this week, man. Gotta. Don't listen to D-Cash. Don't listen to David Barber. He's joking. It should be a defensive end somewhere, but not here. Tahir Whitehead needs to be cut immediately and taken to jail for robbery. He's been stealing. He's been stealing from this team all season. Tahir Whitehead needs to go to jail for armed robbery. Armed robbery. He's been stealing from this team all season. Stealing. Let me get up out of here, man. I'm thirsty. I'm out of body armor, so This episode is brought to you by Body Armor. Holla at me. I need a sponsor. Stay thirsty, my friends. I mean, y'all know what I do, man. Aaron Duncan signing out. See you next time. Peace.